Hey guys, good evening. I am on my way to buy some fancy lights for my workshop. So there's an upgradation work going on in the workshop. I need some fancy lights for the detailing section. As usual, couldn't make it a little bit early so that I get the natural daylight for my vlog. My goodness, it's extremely hot today. I nearly sweat out 3 to 4 t-shirts during the daytime every day. I'm sure it's the same case with all of us who, you know, has to work without AC all day. Thank God the signal is green now. So while you move, the heat dissipates, kinda. So we are near Central Avenue. I have my school over here. A lot of old memories in all these lanes. So I'm already in the market. On my right, this is the Bow Barracks, the famous Bow Barracks. So yep, I'll just have my work done over here and then we'll continue the vlog. Stay tuned, guys. So I'm done with my work and now it's time to go back. A lot of cars, a lot of bikes, a lot of traffic jam. So yep, why the KTM Duke 390? I feel that a lot of people want to go for this motorcycle, but they drift out from this option mainly due to two big reasons. Reason number one, this bike has got that Chapdi tag in it. A lot of people feel that this bike belongs to the Chapdi culture. Well, it's a personal thing. I would not like to comment on that, whether it actually is or not. We all know what exactly it is. Reason number two is not everybody likes an excessively aggressive motorcycle like this one is. So that's another reason why people opt out from buying this motorcycle in spite of having the budget. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to ride you know, excessively hard or, you know, rash riding, all such stuffs if you are riding a KTM. No, that's not true. Especially with the Gen 3, when the bike has become more tractable, more manageable, you can definitely, this is Dalhousie Square, by the way. There is a building over here known as Stephen House. I have very fond memories with the building. Reason being, I used to stay over there for a good 10 to 12 years. I had spent my time over there. So yeah, when I planned of buying a motorcycle, you know, when I planned of buying this motorcycle, there were a couple of other options in my mind as well, like the most obvious option was the Continental or the Interceptor 650, mainly because of the pricing. But let me tell you one thing, there is a difference between a heavy bike being powerful and a light bike being powerful. The feel completely changes. Yes, I agree that bike has dual cylinder, so the power pattern, the power feel will be a little bit different. Of course, the sound will be a lot more different, but it's a very, very heavy bike, at least for maneuvering in the traffic, which basically it is not meant for. But if we buy a motorcycle, we are going to ride it. At least if I buy a motorcycle, I am going to ride it, regardless of whether it is made for the city or not. And most of my time I spend with my motorcycle is within the city, as you all have seen in my vlogs. So that motorcycle, being a powerful motorcycle, twin cylinder and the BHP and the torque figures we all know, 47ish BHP, 52 Nm torque, it's powerful, no doubt. I have a friend who has it, and I had ridden pretty good kilometers to understand the power. But it's a heavy bike, so as I was saying, it's a heavy bike with a powerful engine. It has got a typical kind of a feel. And the Duke, on the other hand, is a powerful bike, has a powerful engine, but is a lot lighter. And apart from that, technically this motorcycle is a lot ahead, miles ahead than the Interceptor. I'm not talking about the features like the quick shifter, I'm not talking about the features like the adjustable suspension. I am simply talking about the basic hardware, like the chassis, like the brakes, like the, you know, overall fit and finish, the wheels, everything. I'm talking about all those things. So in all those aspects also, this is a much, you know, technically better motorcycle than the Interceptor. We end up paying a tad bit more for the Interceptor 650 than the Duke 390, which is not a concern, but the concern is what you get and what actually you need. Requirement plays a very big role over here. Like you see these moves, which is a very crucial requirement for me to ride within the city, will be difficult to do with an Interceptor or a GT. I won't say impossible, but it will be difficult. So, and with the Duke, it's just a piece of cake. So that is where I confirmed this motorcycle than the Interceptor 650. And apart from that, yep, looks also does matter. If you like the looks of the Interceptor, classic old school retro motorcycle that has grown over the period of time and people love it, I definitely admit even I love it. The looks, the retro feel, everything, the sound, everything is top notch. I mean, everything is, you know, absolutely at point, on point. Whereas the Duke 390 is a young machine. It's always going to give you the feeling of youth. The moment you start riding it, it's going to take you back 15 years. Your age, whatever your age is going to take you back 15 years. Aaram se. So that's another thing which you're going to feel, and that's a good feeling. That's a very, very good feeling. Small niggles here and there, of course, are there with this motorcycle, and is there with the Interceptor and every other motorcycle as well. Another, sorry, I forgot to add over there, another point for which, you know, people drift away from the Duke 390 is that the vibration. You know, people feel this bike is extremely vibey. It was never extremely vibey. Not only this, even the Gen 1, I had ridden the Gen 1, I had owned the Gen 2, and this is the Gen 3. So none of the Dukes I felt was extremely vibey to the point that you won't be able to ride it. The Royal Enfield UCE engines are much more vibey, and that too without any speed. This one vibrates because it generates a lot of power, so that's acceptable. But if the bike is vibey without giving you anything in return, then you're at a loss. That's what I feel. There should be a proper deal I give you vibration, but at the same time I give you performance. But I give you vibration, but I don't give you anything else as a deal. That is not acceptable. So, but Royal Enfield has overcome that problem, long pending problem of vibration with their latest I don't know what it's called, sorry, the J platform engine, right? So in the with the J platform engine, the vibes and everything are just vanished. It's not there anymore, basically mainly due to the push rod system being, you know, replaced with the timing chain one. Traffic maneuvering with this motorcycle. Quick shifter kicking in. It's pure fun. Of course, you gotta be responsible. Sometimes it's okay, not all the time. I don't advise, I don't suggest this kind of riding at all. If you're doing it, do it at your own risk. I generally don't do it also. But sometimes, you know, when you're stuck in the traffic for a very long time and suddenly you see the open road in front of you, the naughty kid inside you knocks at you. And especially when you have a motorcycle like this one under you, boy oh boy. If you're buying a Duke by any chance, keep some amount of money in reserve, because in your initial days with the motorcycle you are definitely going to get a lot of tickets of overspeeding. The brakes in this motorcycle are good. ABS is on the intrusive side. I mean, it's more intrusive than a lot of other bikes that I had ridden. And on my Highness, I hardly feel any ABS intrusion until and unless it's absolutely necessary. But in this motorcycle, you know, since the speed, I mean, it picks up speed very, very rapidly, so the intrusion is also very, very rapid. And the brakes being so hard, I mean, so bitey. If the brakes of a motorcycle are very bitey, you know, then the ABS intrusion logically is more intrusive. So that's the story over there. But you'll get used to it if you once you start riding it. There is perhaps another reason why people drift away from this motorcycle, and that is the size of the motorcycle, the size of the, you know, the complete dimension of the motorcycle. Now see, we Indians, even it is there with me as well, we are very fond of, you know, big things. If we are paying this much of amount, so if the thing looks small, then, you know, it somehow doesn't impress us. We want something equivalent to the price that we pay. And this bike, I won't lie, to your eye, it is definitely going to look smaller. I mean small, because it is a small bike, and that is for a reason. There is a reason to it. When a manufacturer designs a particular motorcycle, a lot of factors are taken into account, and the size plays a very big role. Everything in this motorcycle are very, very compact. The engine, the panels, and all other things which are there around it have been engineered exceptionally well. Because I have, you know, I was trying out my hand and the panels and everything twice, and I did feel that that everything has been very well engineered and very compact. So the reason for this motorcycle looking small is because the reason for this motorcycle being small is because it is designed keeping in mind that they have to, you know, keep the weight of the motorcycle at check. So in order to do that, they continuously, whatever they do in the motorcycle, they always have the weight factor in their mind. If you are a standard height like me, I am 5'8", there shouldn't be any problem. While riding, I don't feel this bike to be small. Yeah, it's compact. As you could see, the meter is on top of the handlebar now, no more in front of the handlebar. So I can see the road absolutely in front of me, and this is a different kind of, you know, feel. like you're playing a PlayStation video game. So they have engineered the design of this motorcycle, you know, very, very cleverly, very cleverly. It's just a matter of liking. You might like it, you might not like it, but whatever the thing is, if you're planning to buy a motorcycle of this category and you have the budget, then I would definitely tell you to go out and test ride this motorcycle and decide. Don't just look at it and decide, because people of my age, my genre, they generally opt out of this because this is a completely different character. I'm talking about this versus the Highness. Okay, so the Highness is a different character altogether, and this motorcycle is of a different character altogether, so you cannot mix both of them. And generally people who ride bikes like Highness, they kind of feel that this motorcycle, a small tiny college goer type motorcycle, you know, will not suit me. Trust me, the moment you start riding it, you'll change your mind, because performance plays a very, very big role. Very big role. It cuts out all the, you know, difficulties that you face in a motorcycle. Every single difficulty. I only had one thing in my mind, that whether or not I'll be able to mount the top box or not, and the moment I searched in the Zana website, I was like relieved. And even before the delivery of this motorcycle, I bought the Zana top rack. It has been a very, very, very hot and hectic day today. I am tired as well. I'll go home, I'll take my shower and then relax a bit, chit chat with my mom, dad, discuss about the day and also stuffs. Well, I thank you from the core of my heart, guys, for supporting my channel, for liking my stuff. A lot of other interesting videos are also in the pipeline. They would be up one after the other. So I would try, because see, I have plans of making a detailed walk around video of this motorcycle, but I feel that would be better if it is done during the daytime, right? So I'm trying my best to find some time during the day, early morning rather, to make that video. So as and when I get the time, I will definitely shoot it and I'll definitely share it with you all. Until then, please take good care of yourself, guys. Have a lovely evening, night ahead. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Bye bye. GoPro, stop recording.